Good evening. It's actually good morning. At 1 o'clock in the morning on December the 4th, we're going to look at how explorebranson.com looks from the outside viewer's perspective today by visiting the homepage where there's spending Christmas in the Ozark is a bright idea. Header comes up, so we're going to learn more about that by going then to It's a Wonderful Time of Year page, which certainly doesn't look like the lights are on, but we're going to read about Ozark Mountain Christmas, ongoing tradition for more than a quarter century, celebrations beginning of November through New Year's Day. No waiting for Thanksgiving to kick it off. Sounds like a great plan to me. It's got live shows as the number one feature. Let's look at the live shows at the live music capital of the world during the most wonderful time of year. And we see the Beatles. Well, it's a tribute band for the Beatles during their most hippie era, depicted in this photo with long hair, mustache, rose-colored glasses, and psychedelic art. And there's no Christmas shows to be found on the review on that page. So if you were looking for Christmas shows at this point, what would you do? Well, if you were really clever, you might go down here to shows this week, because it's going to be Christmas shows during the week of Ozark Mountain Christmas. And so you would expect here to find Christmas shows, which you don't. Nor do you here. Now, if you're really clever and you go over to the show listings over here by type, you can find Christmas as an option. This option just appeared several days ago after being missing for 3 weeks, virtually all of Ozark Mountain Christmas period. And you click Christmas and you get, this time, 3 listings, but these are the full year listings for each of these shows and don't mention Christmas in it. So we started at the home page, and here we are with no Christmas shows. So let's look quick. We may be another way to find it. Live shows. We're going to go to the live shows page, and it's the Beatles. We've already been to the shows this week. Well, maybe some attractions and museums have Christmas. No, they've got go-karts. Well, how about outdoor activities? Surely there's a zip line or something going over the fall colors. No, we've got summertime activities. So we're being sold summertime during the course of Ozark Mountain Christmas. Let's look at family fun. And there we are, next summer's promotion of Families on the Water. That's about as quick a review as you can find. Let's go back to the header and the main page and see if we can find other ways to find ourselves at a Christmas information. We're still winding our way back to the beginning. Here's the original. Maybe if we refresh it, a different route into the website will show up. Nope, not that time. Now you'll notice here on the map there's attractions and accommodations, but no shows. Here we go, Branson Christmas shows. We should have just gone down the page. And there's certainly not a live music show Christmas image. And we do have Branson Christmas Shows page here, where we have Andy Williams' Christmas show starring the Osmonds and the Lennon sisters. It's got a Christmas description. But until November 20th, it had no photos at all. And the photos were forced on the website, basically, to run. We have Christmas on the door. There's a blank hole there. Nothing, no photos on the lead story. And here is the description of the Christmas on the Trail Christmas show and a photo. Not particularly the most exciting photo, and quite frankly, this show's a sort of a low-key show. The stage doesn't have wings or backstage that allows for a lot of elaborate costume changes. It does have a little bit of variety, but it certainly wouldn't be considered, a full-blown Branson Christmas show, with all due respect. Now here we've got Dixie Stampede as the third Christmas show, and you go to the Dixie Stampede Christmas show listing and you find just the description of the regular show, and the same for the picture. That's pictures used all year long, and that's certainly not Dixie's Christmas Show on the Branson Christmas Show's page. Then we go to Silver Dollar City and Old Time Christmas. You'll notice it gets substantial text here as compared to the others. However, when you go to the Silver Dollar City link, you will find a all-year Silver Dollar City description, which does mention Christmas, because that's one of the things it has during the course of the year. And of course, the photography is not about Ozark Mountain Christmas. It's about everything else that you can do there during the course of the year. And that's the link of an Old Time Christmas on the Branson Christmas Show's page. Now, this is a Silver Dollar City Christmas Show image that is what's being talked about over here. But when you go to the link, there's nothing there. Finally, though, hey, if you want a complete list of Branson Christmas shows, just click this link, and you're going to go to this darkened Christmas tree photo, where you're going to find that the live shows, that the live music show capital of the world during Christmas period are the Beatles, and no Christmas shows. Unless you click Christmas, and now you find 6 shows. I don't know how it can go from 3 to 6 so easily, but none of these are the Christmas renditions of these shows as described nor depicted. We'll just grab one here at the Hughes Brothers Show. It talks about January through October, so it's not even running during the period of time that we're looking for information on. So how would you find Branson Christmas shows? You already started at the home page, and it said it was going to be Branson Christmas shows, but you went to the Branson Christmas shows page. You found 2 listings, only one of which had photos up through November 20th, but they now both have photos and description. But this one does not. This one does not. And when you go for the complete list, you end up nowhere. Certainly not a list of Christmas shows. You do have Christmas lights, where Silver Dollar City is the lead, and their Christmas lights and description is up there again. But if you go to their competitor for lights, the only other one mentioned of 4 other major places to go to lights, you go to the Shepherd of the Hills. There's no description nor no photos of the lights, despite the fact that that has been in business for over a decade. Then there's another opportunity to see Silver Dollar City. So here we have Silver Dollar City covered 1 time, 2 times out of the first 3, and in the third they have no competitor, and in the second they have a competitor with a dead hole, and their competition in terms of shows has no Christmas show information or linkage. The shopping doesn't have Christmas-oriented shopping either. The special events, hey, let's go to the exciting special events. We're talking about nothing to do with Christmas here. Drive-through lights, but we've been to the lights page, have we yet? We can go to the lights page, where we'll go to the gift of lights. On this particular link, we don't have a photo of it. And what else do we have? We have the Ozark Mountain Christmas Lights and Village. I believe this is the only one place in the site where it actually links to an informative page about that. And the Shepherd of the Hills Trail of Lights is nowhere to be found. In other links about lights for Ozark Mountain Christmas Lights and Village, that imagery does not come up, or their Facebook page does not come up. So, what do we do? We have the 5 Ozark Mountain must-dos. Have we looked at that tonight? I don't think so, no. Now, this photo hasn't been coming up with either a Safari nor Chrome browser on either of 3 computers that I've used to check it. But let's check anyhow what the 5 Ozark Mountain Christmas must-dos are. Well, the first is an Old Time Christmas. So here we are again with the Silver Dollar City coverage. And even though it's talking about the Christmas must-dos, Silver Dollar City also has their regular season information here. So Silver Dollar City's certainly getting plenty of coverage. Here's the extra lights, 5 must-dos. Well, let's go out and find some information on those Christmas lights. Information, but no photo. A page that says that you've now requested, but it does not exist. and Shepherd of the Hills Trail of Lights empty again. Now, it's 5 must-dos. We've been to doubleheader here on Silver Dollar City and Old Time Christmas. We've struck out on all the lights, number 2. Now we'll go to number 3, the Christmas Parade. Beautiful picture of a Christmas parade, but you'll note the date, November 14th, and this page was not to be found until November 12th on this site. Certainly not enough time to plan for a tour here. Most importantly, however, number 5, or on the 5 list of things that you have to do, must do, Christmas shows. Christmas shows has no link. The first sentence has a typographical error. That word a should not be in there. That's a singular with 2 plurals, and it just doesn't work if you read it. Nor is there any holiday shopping. So we've been to the must-do page. By the way, that's the photo that should be appearing at the top of the must-do page. We could go for information about the New Year's, but we wanted to go see a Christmas show. But just what the heck, for fun, let's go to the ring in the new year, and we'll find that there are 24 shows being staged. Here are 7 that are listed. What happened to the other 17? Well, this is just a handful of shows playing in or near Branson for New Year's Eve. You'll find more great shows here, presumably referring to New Year's Eve shows. And we're going to go here to a variety of shows that evidently do play on December 31st. So we will at least find a full list of shows. This didn't exist until recently, so it's surprising me. That's why the tone of voice. But they finally have fixed this so that they're actually showing all the shows that are going to go through December 31st, and I congratulate on it because that hasn't been possible until certainly within the last couple of days. We've gone down that trail and found nothing. Actually, what it used to link to was the live shows page with the Beatles. So they have made an improvement that we've discovered. But we haven't discovered any complete list of Branson Christmas shows, despite being offered one. We don't have a link to Christmas shows here. We wouldn't really know how to find it right now because we've done live shows page and we get the Beatles when we go there. And we've looked down the page and haven't found it. We've gone to shows this week and we don't have Christmas here, nor do we have it here. We've done the search by Christmas show and found not Christmas shows. Let's go to the attractions and museums. Nope, we've got next summertime's activity. Let's go to outdoors and attractions. Nope, we're being sold ideas for next summer. Let's go to family fun. Surely family fun for Ozark Mountain Christmas would be covered there. It's not. So why does this happen? How come? We could go to a blog. Maybe the blog has something about Ozark Mountain Christmas shows. Well, it's got top things to do with kids at Christmas. The number 1 thing, see a Christmas show. Great. Here's a list of awesome Christmas shows. We're back at this page where we basically have 2 Christmas shows, one that's not described, Silver Dollar City, that shows their all-year park information. But here's the complete list of Christmas shows. Let's go get it. We go back to this page, no complete list of Christmas shows anywhere, so we must, we're looking for live shows. Let's go here, and we're going to go to the Beatles. That's how that site works on December the 4th, certainly at the end of this December 3rd business day. That's about 34 days into Ozark Mountain Christmas. People live in any number far away, so they have to have time to plan their tours. Ozark Mountain Christmas actually runs through the 31st of December, but probably 2/3 of the Christmas shows will end within a week. Therefore, nothing could be done to help them generate additional business through this website, which is the official website of the entity which was responsible for marketing for the community of Branson. This problem has been pointed out to the director of marketing 4 times in letters since November 10th. Offers to explain all of the detailed problems have been provided. The first letter was met with the rebuff that it was all the work that was done to create a very thorough report was probably done in vain because there was a new site coming that was surely going to fix all the problems that were cited. And then the new site came out, actually before that, 2 days after that letter. Mysteriously, before the new site was released, all of a sudden there was access to a bunch of Christmas pages on the site, and you've seen them. And you've seen the holes that are in them. And the additional one, and the worst one really, was that the lead on the Branson Christmas shows was the Andy Williams show without any photography at all. And the complete list of Christmas shows, when it first went up, it had a link to that Live Pages link, which then takes you to a Beatles photo, and that's been there since at least November 4th, if not before, continuously. Why? How is this possible? There's a lot of conjecture as to the reasons, but one is that the new director of marketing doesn't really care to market Christmas shows, because she's been getting letters of information about this for a month approximately, and has done virtually nothing about it besides answer letters with obfuscation, is the only word I can figure, where a direct list of concerns are presented, but in sort of overall, you don't know what you're talking about type of response comes back. Well, I know what I'm talking about. And you can see with your own eyes that this site is not selling Branson Christmas shows. Why? Has anybody got an answer? This is Michael London on December the 3rd. Branson Update Magazine, a concerned citizen of Branson. What should we do about this?